Good morning everybody. There are certain guidelines and general rules regarding the use of hand gestures given by Bharata. They are: in acting, hands should be selected for their form, movement, significance and class according to the personal judgment of the actor. There is no gesture that cannot be used in indicating idea. Bharata has profusely described whatever forms are usually seen to be associated with different ideas. There are besides other popular gestures connected with other ideas, and they are to be freely used along with the movements inspired by the sentiments and the states. These gestures should be used by males as well as females with proper regard to place, occasion, the play undertaken and the suitability of the meaning. Bharata further describes the different movements of hand gestures. There are various movements of hand gestures which show some rasa and bhava, specially related anger. These movements are drawing upwards, dragging, drawing out, accepting, killing, urging, bringing together, separating, giving away, threatening, cutting, squeezing and beating. Hand gestures, according to theory of historical representations, are to have three kinds of general movements: visibly, upwards, sideways and downwards. These movements of hands should at the time of their use be embellished by means of expressions in the eyes, the eyebrows and the face. Spheres of hand gestures. The experts are to use the hand gestures according to the popular practice, and in this matter they have eye to their movement, object, sphere, quantity, appropriateness and mode. Hand gestures of persons of the superior type should move near their forehead, that of the middling type of persons at about their breasts, while the inferior persons should move their hand gestures below that level. The quantity of gestures. In the superior acting, hand gestures should have scanty movement. In the middling acting, medium sort of movement, while the ordinary acting should have profuse movements of hand gestures. To indicate different objects and ideas, the hand gestures of persons of superior and middling type should confirm the definition, while gestures of the person of inferior type should follow the popular practice and their natural habits. But when different occasions of time present themselves, wise people should use different hand gestures as per their knowledge. While a person is to representation himself as fainting, terrified, overcome with disgust and sorrows, weak, handless, inactive, sick, attacked with the fear, attacked with cold, intoxicated, mad, thoughtful, residing in a cold region, prisoner under arrest and so on, he is to use hand gestures, but he should resort to the representation of the temperament as well as to the change of voice suitable to the different states to sentiments. At the time of verbal acting, the eyes and the look are to be directed to points at which the hand gestures are moving, and there should be the proper stops so that the meaning may be expressed. The movements of hands in dancing and acting will be of 5 kinds. Visibly, palms kept upwards, downwards or oblique, fingers pointing upwards or downwards. These are the hand gestures connected with the various kinds of historical representation. After the details of Asanyuta and Sanyuta Hasta and other details of how to use them, Bharata further describes in detail the Nritta Hasta. They are to be employed in the formation of Karnas. Pataka and other hands are to be employed in representing the meaning of words. Of course, at times the uses of the hands may get interchanged, but the name given are based on their predominant use in dramatic program and dance items. Nritta Hastas are reputed to be of 2 types, single and combined. They are 30 in numbers, such as Chaturastra, Udvritta, Talamukha, Swastika, Viprakirna, Arala Katakamukha, Rechita, Ardha Rechita, Uttavana Chita, Pallava, Nitamba, Lata, Karihasta, Dandapakshaka, Urdhva Mandali, Parshva Mandali, Nagini Padma Kosha, Alapallava, Lalita, Valita and so on. The first one is Chaturastra. 2 Katakamukha hands are to be held 8 angulas away the chest, while the shoulders and elbows are on the same level. This is called Chaturastra. The next one is Udvrita. 2 Hausapakshaka hands are waved like Talavranta. This should be known as Udvrita Hasta. The next one is Talamukha. 2 hands, Chaturastra position, are held obliquely facing each other. This is called Talamukha. The next one is Swastika. The Talamukha hands, when placed crossed at the wrist in the shape of a swastika, they are called as Swastika. We will see the next one as Suchimukha. When 2 Sarpashirsha hands have their stretched obliquely with the thumbs touching middle fingers, it is remembered as Suchihasta, Suchimukha. Next one is Rechita. 2 Hausapakshaka hands moving swiftly with the palms facing upwards is called Rechita. This is the ordinary of the hands. It is given in chapter 9. Ardha Rechita. The left hand is in the Chaturastra and the right hand as in the Rechita. This should known by those conversant with the principles of done as Ardhavritta. Uttavana Chita. The 2 Tripataka hands are slightly bent obliquely and the shoulders and the elbows are moved. This is remembered as Uttavanchita. The next one is Pallava. 2 Pataka hands joined at the wrist, termed as Pallava. The next one is Nitamba. They taken out of the shoulders to the hip are termed as Nitamba. Keshabandha. 2 hands are moved out the Keshabandha and held on the side are termed Keshabandha. The next one is Yata. 2 hands to be obliquely stretched sideways are termed Yata. next one is Kari Hasta. The Lata hand held up of swung CD to side, and the other hand Tripataka is held on the ear. This is glorified as Kari Hasta. The next one is Pakshavanchitaka. The Tripataka hand is placed on the vest and the other on the head. The sponsors of dance programs know this is Pakshavanchitaka. The next one is Paksha-Pradyotaka. The hands in Pakshavanchitaka change places, that is vest and head. Then they are remembered as Paksha-Pratyodaka. The next one is Garuda Paksha. The same with the palm placed downwards is called Garuda Paksha. The next one is Danda Paksha. Two Hamsa Paksha hands removed and then held out like a staff are called Danda Paksha. The next one is Urdhva Nardala. If the hands are circling movements near the upper part of the body, they are called Urdhva Mandali. The next one is Parshva Mandali. One hand is to be revised up, offering the circling movements, and offering is to be done. Some movement are to take place near the breast. This is called Uro Mandali or Parshva Mandali. The next one is Ura Parshva Mandala Hasta. The Alapadmaka of Arala hands are moved by turns above the breast and on the sides. This should be known as Urahas Parshva Mandala. The next one is Mustika Swastika. When two Katakamukha hands are bent at the wrist and moved round, they shall be called Mustika Swastika. The next one is Nagini Padma Kosha. The hands are moved by turns with Vyavartita and Parivartita Karana Padma Kosha form. They should be known as Nagini Padma Kosha. Pallava. The hands have Udveshtita Karana in their movements in Pallava hand. It is called Pallava. The next one is called Urdhbhana. When they are stretched up of waved, they are called Urbana. The next one is Lalita. Two Pallava hands are to be moved above the head. It is remembered as Lalita. And the last one is Valita. Valita, when two Lata hands are crossed at the elbows, they are called Valita. The Nritta Hastas are to be employed in the formation of Karnas, and Pataka and other hands are to be employed in representing the meaning of words. Of course, at times the uses of hands may get interchanged, but the name given are based on their predominant use in dramatic program and dance items. Nritta Hastas are reputed to be of two types, single and combined. The four Hasta Karanas, four classes of hand gestures, should be noted carefully by the instructions in NATYASHASTRA. By the instructions in Natya Hasta, they are Aveshtita, Udveshtita, Vyavartita, and the last one is Parivartita. The first hand Aveshtita. The index finger and after fingers gradually point inwards while the hand goes on moving round. The Karana thus employed is called Aveshtita. The next one is Udveshtita. The index and other fingers gradually point outwards while the hand goes on moving round. Thus, the Karana is called Udveshtita. The next one is Vyavartita. The small finger and other fingers gradually point inwards while the hand goes on moving round. The Karana thus employed is called Vyavartita. The last one is Parivartita. The small finger and other fingers gradually point outwards while the hand goes on moving round. The Karana thus employed is called Parivartita. While applying the hand gestures in their various movements in dramatic performance and dance items, they should accompanied by karanas having relevant expression on the face, the eyebrows, the eyes. So, till now we have seen karanas, but these all need, while presentation, the eye and eyebrow and face expressions. Patra-Pravesh Gati. Gati Prachara pertaining to the different characters in the dramatic performance. After the Upahana, that is preliminary humming of the tane before singing to the accompaniment of instrument music, has been gone through with the due observance of kalas befitting to the marga after the commencement of the orchestra, songs specially for the entrance of the dramatics. Personal, the curtain has to be drawn. Then the characters of the play should enter the stage in order to display the sentiments and the hymns. The posture of the superior and the middling characters. The posture to be assumed in Vaishnavasthana if the characters are of superior type or middling one. They keep their chest raised in the same and Chaturastra order. The shoulder would be at rest without raising them inordinately. The neck is gracefully displayed like that as a peacock. The shoulders shall be 8 angulas apart from the chest, and both the hands are respectively kept at the navel and at the left waist. 3 types of layas shall be adopted in the by the expert in the theatrical art, namely Sthira, Madhya and Nritta, that is slow, medium and rapid, befitting the Gati of the different character. The Gati or gait of the superior character shall be Sthira, that on the middling one Madhya, and that of the interior characters Nritta. The 3 tempos should be in accordance with the spirit of the characters. Applications of Gati Prachara in regard to the different characters. First one is Swabhavika Gati. A superior character raises his knee up to the hip in his natural Gati. When the Yuddhacharis are adopted, the knee is raised up to the height of the chest. The Gati of all the heaven dwellers are preferably of Madhya type. Those who are preferably of Madhya type, those who are excessively high among them shall have the Gati on the par with that of the Devas. Gati for playing character of merchant and ministers. The Gati of Vaishya and Sachiva should be made natural chari with step in talas wide should be adopted, and when they talks, the upturned Katakamukha is shown by the left hand kept on the navel, and the first hand shows the upturned Arala on one side away from the left one. The limbs should not droop down. The third one persons in darkness or blind man. The gati of person moving about in darkness or blind man should consist of the feet being drawn over the ground and the hands should be grouping of the way. The fourth one is person moving about the chariot. Karnapada steps marks the gati of person riding a chariot. They gesticulate the fact they are being carried in a chariot. From Samapada Sthana, the actor playing a part of a chariot takes up the bow with one hand and the pole of the chariot with the other. The charioteer remains busy with the whip and the rein, and draught animals should be properly represented differently according to the class of the vehicle. The actor enters the stage with quick and simple. The fifth one, gati in mounting the horse, that is adhirohana. When the horse is used as vehicle, the gati consists of Vaishakha Sthana and the simple footsteps to diverse kinds. The sixth one is Sarpagati. Swastika feet shall indicate the Sarpa movement. The actor has recourse the Parshva Vartaka, Chari along with the Rechaka of the Swastika feet. The next one is Viragati. The gati of the Vira should necessarily be graceful. The actor represents that by putting forward the Akunchita feet within one tala and displaying Nataka and Vardhamana Hasta endowed with Saushtha. The hands should follow the feet. The next one is Vyadhigrasta Gati. When a person walks, he takes slow steps. A person suffering from fever or other ailments, a person tired due to penance or situations, walks with lean depressed belly, feels difficulty in breathing, has fever voice, depressed cheeks. It is called Vyadhigrasta Gati. The next one is Pathika Gati. A long distance hiker walks with slow steps, limbs tends to narrow down and the knees rub against each other. The next one is Sthula Gati. The stout person walks with feet raised very slowly. He appears to drag his body with great effort. In case he takes hurried steps will breathe profusely and sweat excessively due to fatigue. His steps should be simple. The next one is Mattagati. In the intoxication is slight or medium. The person receives by walking with the feet swerving now and then. If the person is heavily inhibited, the feet should be unstayed. The body rests and there are sterling steps. The next one is Vimana Gatti or Pangu Gati. Hasya rasa can be developed by displaying the Vimana Gati. Their physical defects are of three kinds, was much as the Gati is concerned. In the first Gati, the feet remain stiff. In the second, the feet are Agratala Sanchara and the body is raised by the stiff foots. In the third, the body moves on one foot and takes rest on the other. The khanjas are to go in this manner. When there is tala sala, the same Gati is adopted. The Pangus have the Gati consisting of Agratala Sanchara and Anchita feet. The body is kept steady, and the Sthanakas are Nata. All the limbs are contracted when dwarf walks. They never move quickly. The steps are never wide. Vidushaka Gati. The Gati of the Vidushaka should vary according to his condition in his natural mode of walking. He carries the Kutilaka in his left hand and shows the Chatura gesture with the right hand. In addition to this, he lowers his head, one of the sides, hands and feet, etc. The turns main, proper layer and tala. The other Gati on his abnormal resulting from abbreviations. His Gati is Stabdha. The next one is Dashagati, that is servants. Dasagati, that is servants. In the case of the mode of walking of servants of very low order or persons of the inferior type, the following facts should be noted. When servants walks, the head, one of the sides, the hands or the foot lowered, and the eyes move from one object to another. The next one is Yuvati Gati. The Yuvati Sthana at the left hand points downwards. The right hand with the Katakamukha gesture is placed on the navel. The right is raised up gracefully by the one hand and thrown on the left one simultaneously. The left hand with Lata Mudra is placed on the navel. The right side is bent down, then the right hand is placed on the hip. The movement of the left hand follows. The foot is put forward, then the right hand with Lata gesture is shown. Then they walk 5 steps with the body slightly bent and the head is gracefully held in the Advainita posture. Then the next one is slave girl running. The Gati of slave should be the perturbed type. While walking, the body is raised slightly. The arms are flourished. Then Avatitha Sthana is adopted with the help of left hand pointing downwards, the right hand showing the Kataka Mukha held on the navel. The next one is Nipunsaka Gati. The Gati of inches has the admixture of that of man and of woman. The movement of the limbs is stately but none of less graceful. The steps are playful. The next one is Balagati. The Gati of children shall be completely in accordance with their will and fancy. No Saushtava and specified measurements of time is required. Padabheda. The characteristics and activities of the feet known as Padabheda in Natyashastra. There are 5 types of Bhedas done by feet or using feet as below. Udghatita, Sama, Agratala Sanchara, Anchita, Conchita. The first one is Udghatita. The actor stands on the fore part of the feet and then lets the heel fall on the ground. Its application is for purpose of imitation in the Udghata Karnas, and that too either once or repeatedly in the high or medium speed. It is called as Udghatita. The second one is Sama. The feet are kept placed naturally on an even ground. It is based on the presentation of a natural posture. Its application is in releasing the natural position of the body in relation to the different karanas, but in Rechaka movement of the feet they should be moved. The third one is Agratala Sanchara. The heels are thrown up, the big toe is projected forward and the other toes are kept bent. Its application is in inducing remaining in standing position, hitting with striking the ground, wandering, diverse kinds of Rechaka movements and walking on the forepart of the foot due to some wind on the heel. The next one is Anchita. If the heels rest on the ground, the forepart of the feet is raised and the toes are kept spread, the foot is termed Anchita. It is to be applied in representation of a movement when there is wind at the forepart of the foot, turning round in every way. Foot being struck by something of in the reverse Brahmari movement, it is called Anchita. The last one is Conchita. The heels are thrown up, toes are all bent down and the middle of the feet too is bent. The application is that it has to be employed in Uddhata, turning round to the right and vice versa, and in the Atikranta Chari. The next part is Mandala. The combination of charis makes different mandalas. These are two types of mandalas. One is Akashika and the second one is Bhaumika. The Akashika mandala are of 10 types: Atikranta, Vichitra, Lalita Sanchara, Suchividdha, Dandapada, Alata, Lalita, Kranta and so on. This is from NATYASHASTRA. The Bhaumika mandala also have 10 types: Bhramara, Askandita, Avatsa, Samotsarita, Edaka Kridita, then so on. So these are all mandalas are from Natya Shastra. We can refer it from Adhyay 11.